Hello everyone, you're welcome to another beautiful episode on the boys cooking class. On today's episode, I'll be sharing with the boys some cooking hacks that can make cooking enjoyable and pleasurable for them. Stay tuned. Timetable. Always have your meals plan ahead. You can work with a timetable. You can just draft a timetable, even if you don't follow it every day. But it helps you. It gives you an idea of what to eat and what to cook, and it helps you have balanced diet. Another hack is make sure you have all necessary cooking utensils. Make sure you have a knife at hand. Make sure you have grater and sieve. When you start improvising in the kitchen, sometimes it is tiring. So what you need to do is have the necessary equipment. Another cooking hack I would like to share with you is on seasoning and spices. Spices are natural. They are herbs. They are natural ingredients from plants. There are a lot of them from all parts of the world, but we have very common one that curry, thyme, ginger, garlic. Those are spices. They are natural plants. So some of them are being processed into powder form or into paste for a tastier meal. And there are a lot of spices, like I said, but make sure you use the ones you are familiar with. And also you can find out about it if you're not familiar about it, or you see it and you feel like, oh, this thing I want to know about. You can always learn more. You have to keep learning about spices. And on seasoning cubes are not natural. They are most times processed from gravy, that's from stock, from meat stock, from fish, and all of that. They are also there to make your meal tastier, and the likes are Maggi, no, and jollof seasoning. All those seasoning, they are different from spices. So now, having this understanding that spices are natural herbs, they are plants, while seasoning are not natural, but they are also there to put seasoning. You need to use both. You need to use both moderately. You need to use them moderately. In my other video, I told you your standards should be 1 cubes, and the no cubes has to pair in 1 pack. So I used one. That means I don't use the 2 pair in that 1 pack for every meal, except you're making a large meal. Because when you use too much of seasoning, use too much of herbs, it's going to overshadow the taste of your meal. For instance, if you put too much ginger or too much curry or too much thyme when you're cooking, your food will lose its original taste. There's a way rice should taste, there's a way beans should taste, because they all have their own natural taste. Whatever you are putting is just to enhance the taste. It's not for it to kill it. So, and that's the same we use with pepper. Some people use a lot of pepper. That's maybe Scotch bonnet, all those spices. They put so much in their food that the food will lose its taste. And when you just eat the food, it will just be peppery. That's not a good way to cook. You cook moderately. Let all the spices you're adding, the seasoning you're adding, the salt, everything, let it be moderate. There are a lot of ways to use your leftover. Make sure when you have any leftover, you preserve them well so you'll be able to use them afterward. And even your leftover meals, you can convert it to another food or combine it with another food, so you don't waste too much food. And also another cooking hack is, I want to tell you, is always measure quantity. Make sure you know what you're cooking, how many people you're cooking for, then you cook. Don't just go to the kitchen and pour all the food, all the available rice on fire, because you don't know who is coming. Always have a measuring cup. A measuring cup is very, very good. It's very, very important. It helps you to manage your food properly, and it helps you to, because when you cook a lot, you don't know what you have put on fire. How do you want to know how much salt do you need to put, how much seasoning cube do you need to, so you need to measure what you are cooking at any point in time. Always use lesser water. Much more better when you are adding water to your meal than for the food to have excess water. So when you are cooking your meals and you're not sure of the quantity of liquid, the water you should put. You can just add little, go back there, add little, go back there, add little. Another thing for you to know is that you need to know the timing. You need to master cooking timing. Each food has their different timing, so you need to master what time, how many minutes does it take for rice to boil, how many minutes does it take for beans to boil, how many minutes does it take for meat to boil. So you need to understand time when it comes to cooking, because each meals have different timing when they are done. Another thing I would like to tell you is always cook on medium heat temperature. Medium heat, that means it's not low, it's not too high, because there are some people, when they get to the kitchen, they just want everything to be done faster, so they move the cooker, the gas or stove or whatever, they move it to the highest temperature. This is not a good way of cooking, and it doesn't make your food tasty, because the food, is just everything. But when you cook on a medium heat, it allows your food, what you are cooking, the ingredients you've added, everything, it allows it to cook gently, and then everything becomes more tastier. And ever cook on high heat, cook on medium heat. That's the best way to cook. And that will be all today on the boys cooking class. Join me in the next episode, as we're going to start cooking. We're going to start cooking from the next episode. We have a lot of meals pending, both local, continental dishes, and I'm going to be teaching you. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel